What's going on, everybody? It's me and Andrew and Boneloads. There we go. What's up, man?
What's
up? All the boys are here. The gang's all here on a Sunday night. What's good, buddies?
Excited to be here. Yeah.
All right. All right.
Sunday, guys. We got Chargers on Sunday Night Football. Let's go.
I see you're all psyched up about that. We have some Chargers articles to talk about tonight. We're also going to be probably going to get down. We got to talk about the Mike Tyson fight, right? We got to talk about that. Hold it. Rigged. Wait a minute. Andrew's coming hot out the gate. Why do you think it was rigged, Andrew? First of all, good evening, Andrew. How you doing, buddy?
Good evening.
Good evening.
It looks like the Bills have this in the bag.
You think the Bills do? They're currently up by 2. Me and Andrew were just watching the game backstage right before we went live, and we saw Kansas City just scored a touchdown, got the extra point conversion, and became within 2.
Their defense is horrid.
I don't know. They always seem to pull it out at the end there, Boneloads. Undefeated, right?
Yeah, I can't count them out. I can't. Yeah, like they've proven us wrong so many times. Even when they look a little down, they're never out.
You know, it's a rough day for me, as you guys know, because the Ravens played the Steelers and we lost by a couple points. And my boy Justin Tucker, he's normally money, Andrew. He missed 2 field goals, 2 easy ones for him, man. What do you think about that? My boy Justin Tucker, 13 years in the league, Andrew. What do you think about what you do about Justin Tucker in the future?
Cut him.
Cut him. 13 years. He's their all-time career record holder for field goal percentage, but he struggled mightily converting kicks this year, buddy. So yeah, he missed 2 of them today. So that's really not like him. But even some of the best ones, like Adam Vinatieri, Boneloads, and a lot of the other, eventually, they move on and they might catch on another year, a couple years with another team. But what do you think about Justin Tucker, like this sudden streak of missing, but what should be routine field goals? Been noticing that?
Yeah, no, it's unlike him. That's why I'm not ready to give up on him just yet. But I mean, if he would have just made one of those two out of those 2 misses, they would have won today. So when it gets to the point when you're like starting to hurt the team, then yeah, they definitely have to consider options. But I'm still a big believer in him. I don't think he's done. Maybe he's lost a little bit of leg strength, but besides that, he's still money.
Yeah, and they're veering off to the side where normally he's like money right down the middle. This article does say that Justin Tucker has missed 5 field goals this season, and that's tying the most field goals that he's missed the entirety of all last year, Boneloads. And he's only ever missed like 7 in any one season. So he's kind of getting near some of his worst records. But I guess even 7, I guess that's not terrible unless they're in crucial game situations, right?
I guess it depends on how it impacted the game for sure. If it's a blowout and he's missing him, it's like whatever,
Yeah, look, they said, are we witnessing the fall of Justin Tucker? I mean, it's a fair question. Here's a clip of it right here.
Look how close that was.
And the kick.
No good.
That was a 47-yard attempt. Now, granted, I mean, that's not a routine kick, but it is kind of, it has been for him in the past, right, Bones?
Yeah. For him, that's almost a layup. But yeah, other people that might struggle with that. Yeah, it's not close, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We got our boy Psych checking in. Psych Clyde, what's up, buddy? Yeah. But for Justin Tucker, man, it shouldn't even have been that close. Oh, look at this. There you go. You got. It's Boneloads in the house. My sister's checking in saying hello, everyone. How you doing, big sis? Good evening. Happy Sunday. Hoya from Dream Man. We got Aiden checking in from Andrew the Giant 96 channel saying poop. What fight? Oh, exactly. Oh, my sister's busting. Yeah, so I guess we got to rewind a little bit about the fight. What's it? Boxing gloves? Yes. So Boneloads, yes, and Andrew. The big fight, I mean, it was all touted like all most of last year. It was supposed to go down in the summer, but it went down last night. Boneloads, what was your impressions of watching that the Tyson-Jake Paul fight specifically?
It was honestly a little sad seeing Tyson like a shell of his former self. He was so slow out there. It was tough to see. And props to him though for hanging in there and going the distance.
I was impressed that he kept getting up and coming out there, Boneloads, because even though they were 2-minute rounds, bro, he's 58 years old, and you could tell right by the end of the round 2 that he was kind of gassed already. Like his cardio was done. Like if Jake wasn't going to get close enough to get like one of those quick first or second round knockouts, that was it. So yeah, I was impressed. What do you think of Andrew? Like, you didn't really see Tyson in his prime, so what do you think about this fight?
It looked like a shell of himself.
Yeah, he did. And a lot of people were complaining, Boneloads, talking about how you saw all these videos with him being like real aggressive and going at that sparring guy.
Yeah.
But the biggest difference is that sparring guy isn't trying to look for an opportunity to take you out, right? I think that's the biggest difference. You know, it's easy to move fast when you know that guy's not punching back at you.
He took some licks too. Took some good shots from Paul. You know,
He did. He took a couple. What did you think about? And you know, boxing is all rhythm and being ready for like the sleight of hand or sleight of eye movement. And Mike was like losing those couple seconds by biting on his glove. He was doing this, and then Jake's coming at him with a combo, and he has to like come from here from biting his glove. Did you notice that biting the glove, guys?
Yeah, it's a bad habit, huh?
Yeah, it was really weird. Yeah. And it really, like, it's really weird for time, for a lot of purposes, but especially for like timing and all. So let's take you back now. I'll show you a couple videos that we kind of had. So this, like, everybody got hyped Friday because that was the day before the fight, Boneloads. And so what happened Friday? Mike Tyson come out in his underwear. They come out for the weigh-in the night before, and then this went down at the weigh-in. That slap in the face, Boneloads. What did you think about that, buddy?
Stepped on his fingers, I guess. That's what Tyson said. I guess he stepped on his foot. That's what pissed him off.
Yeah, I heard him say that after the fact. He thought it was disrespectful the way he jumped up and he stepped on his toe, so he had to respond or something like that. But yeah, I think, and seeing him move all nimble and quick, but he did seem very slow looking in comparison in the ring, Boneloads.
Yeah, once they got in the ring, it just I think he just needed to warm up maybe a little bit, and yeah, tough one, man.
Yeah, what really struck me, Boneloads, was there wasn't too much booing going on between the rounds. How it was like 72,000 people in that stadium, and it was like hella like eerie quiet. Like people were like, "Oh damn!" Like nobody wanted to say anything quiet.
Yeah. Like I think half the stadium or more majority of the stadium wanted Tyson to win. So when he came out flat, and just not looking too sharp, they were just like, But I think yeah.
No, go ahead. Continue your thought.
Yeah, I was just saying, I think he did it for himself. Like he was saying, he just did it for him. Just to go show that he could still go out there and do it.
Yeah, he did. Like I even read an article today that says he thinks it was a success because he just by the fact of him doing it at that age, Boneloads. Yeah. But so I think at one point I saw the punch stats and he like threw like 87 punches and only landed like 12 of them. the numbers were pretty damn anemic. And then I think Jake Paul like threw like 278 punches or something like that. Some crazy difference in the numbers. What do you think about the undercard fight? Some of the female fight, they said that some of the most watched female fight probably in the world.
Dude, that was a great one. That chick, I think, was it Amanda something? She got robbed, man. I thought she won. That was a great fight. They beat the crap out of each other. That was really entertaining. Props to both of them. That was one of those where there's like no winners or losers. They both won that fight.
Yeah, let me read you some of the numbers because, guys, did you have the same problem I did? Everybody had the buffering issue and trying to get back onto the fight and all. Did you have that issue, Boneloads?
I didn't. I did for like a little bit right before the fight started, but then it went away again. So I got kind of lucky.
Yeah. Well, it does say that Netflix says 60 million households tuned in for this historic match. So yeah, they crashed the site pretty much, is what Jake Paul was like bragging about at the end of the fight. Go ahead, Andrew.
WWE better watch out for this.
Yeah, about crashing the site maybe because of the overload.
Yep.
Because WWE's coming to Netflix soon, and they're also having the NFL like Christmas games. So Netflix is getting into the sports a little more, guys. You're noticing with the fight, and then the NFL, and the WWE. So they're definitely they're making moves. Tyson needed an afternoon nap, says Terry Nee checking in. How you doing, Terry Nee? Let's see. It was that Zeke's World saying Jake winning was so predictable. Yeah, probably so when we think about it, because Mike just didn't have the cardio. The only thing being that if he would have got close to him for one of those kind of quick punches, that might have been the only difference. But I think the longer the match went, Boneloads, the more it was going to favor the younger guy that had the better cardio.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, there were so many things like against Mike, sort of like the age, the strength, the speed, for sure. Yeah.
Tyson needed 10-ounce gloves, Terry, but I don't even know that he really connected enough fights that the weight of the gloves even would have been a differing factor. Boneloads, what do you think?
Yeah, I don't think it would have made a difference. No,
How about
yeah.
those Steelers? Will there be a rematch? That's very interesting. Did you see some of the post-fight stuff where they asked Mike if he was done and all that stuff, Boneloads? Did you see any of that?
Yeah, he said he wanted to fight Logan next. I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, and then Logan said, "I'll fucking kill you" or something like that. Like Logan didn't even expect his words, hear his name being said, right? He seemed genuinely surprised by that.
Yeah, that was great.
Did you see that, Andrew?
I saw that.
At the end of the
I watched it with the boys at the Lunatic Lounge.
You watched the boys at the Lunatic Lounge, yeah.
Oh, nice. Sounds fun.
So what do you think? Do you think there should be a rematch, Andrew? You think that'd be a bother, or I don't? What did you? And then, but all right, I'll answer that question first, bud. Do you think there'll be a rematch?
No.
Yeah, maybe not. And Boneloads, what do you think? I thought that it was a good move. It was very respectable of him. Kind of. You think about him, Jake Paul backing off at the end of the match.
I love that. Yeah, that was really
and
cool.
he kind of gave him just a little kind of quick bow.
Yeah, I love that. That was really awesome.
I thought that was good because his ego could have got the best of him, but man, he knew he was fighting a legend and he didn't want to hurt the guy. So I give Jake big props for that, man. It says, according to the streaming giant, last night's big live event drew a massive 60 million households, peaking at 65 million concurrent streams. Look, here's the female fight. And when you said there was a lot of controversy about this girl throwing the headbutts a lot, about Katie Taylor, like leading with her head, Boneloads. What do you think about that?
Oh yeah, I thought that was hated it. Yeah, she kept doing it. Like that was like her whole thing. Like
that gash on her, that gash on Serrano's eyelid was horrible looking, bro.
So
it was hard
brutal
to look at sometimes.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of what Katie was doing with the headbutts. Yeah.
And Serrano's trainer was on there. Yeah, he was saying she's a sweet girl and all, but she has bad technique and whatever. She's got a big head. She throws that big head around. But it does say that the Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano fight was viewed by 50 million households globally, making it likely to be the most watched professional women's sporting event in United States history, Boneloads. That's a very interesting stat.
Really cool. Yeah, good for them,
For a boxing match.
Absolutely.
But there you go. There's some pictures of it. And you can see Jake, he did get him a couple times and like pushed Mike back and rocked him a couple times.
Yeah, I hit him with like 3 straight jabs where he was like, bait. That was pretty funny.
So there you go. So that kind of happened, but that wasn't the only kind of boxing event happened this weekend. We had some MMA going down this weekend, didn't we?
Yep.
All right, but I do have another story that come out of the Jake Paul and Tyson fight, and you guys and Andrew, I know you'll be definitely appreciating this story. What about this? The hot ring girl that was always in the background, guys. Apparently, she got a lot of juice, boys. Ring girl Sydney Thomas speaks out on overwhelming sudden fame after the Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight. So look, y'all see what I'm talking about now? This one right here, right?
Yeah.
You remember seeing her in the background, Andrew?
Yeah.
During the press conference. Well, she got hella famous after this, but yeah, she said she's happy that everybody enjoyed the broadcast. But yeah, you can see her like, oh, there's her waking up to her phone. Oh, that's a nice shot. What do you think about that one, Andrew?
I like it.
I like it.
Great bod, huh? I think she was a Victoria's Secret model or something. I seen a picture of her with like angel wings or something like that.
But yeah, and it was funny because even at the press conference, I think these two same models were there when the slap went down, Boneloads, and they just kind of stood there like just nothing was wrong. Like, we're just gonna keep smiling, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. We have an update from our boy Andrew, the Human Sports Ticker. What is it, Andrew?
Bills win.
Is the game over?
Sorry, baby.
30-21 with 2 minutes left. It's over.
30. Oh, Andrew's calling a little early. So see, we've got to make it 30-21 with 2 minutes left. So that's 9 points difference, huh? So that's 2 scores. So yeah. Andrew's practically right. That might be a done deal. But yeah, so this girl was definitely catching a lot of attention. So she kind of got a little famous, got a little heat off of the fight the other night.
Yeah, she blew up. I remember X, because that's like the only social media I'm on. Yeah, everyone's like, "Who is this?"
Yep. So the other thing I was leading to was MMA. We had John Bones Jones coming back to the UFC, right?
Arguably the greatest ever.
Oh yeah, and a lot of people are saying that. I think it's even mentioned in his video right here. I'm going to show you this video of his finish last night in his match right here.
The dude is something else, man. He's like guys that are monsters have no chance. He outclasses his opponents every time.
Just look for the roundhouse kick and watch. Look at the reaction of this guy. To watch this. Just put him to his knees.
How good is Johnny Bones? How good? Wow.
Stipe's no joke.
Uh-oh, you're doing the dance. Let's do it again. Here we go. Look.
Yeah,
bro, it happened so fast. It's right at the beginning of this video. But, I mean, the turn, the precision, this is a big dude. Let me see. Watch this. Watch it. Ready? Right in his rib cage, bro.
The sound.
Yeah, the sound.
How good is Johnny Bones? How good?
Wow.
Yeah, that sounds like a rib breaker, huh, Andrew?
That is, bro, it does have a sound to it. There you go. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Was that?
Yeah, he did the dance for him. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he was doing the Trump dance or whatever. Terry Nee's getting the applause and a shout out love from my sister, Kathy. Buckshot Kids checking in, our bro.
Buckshot.
How you doing, Buckshot?
Thanks for being here, man. Yeah.
Hey, man, how you doing, man? Happy Sunday. Bezos is getting the shout out love from my sister. Hey, Psych Clyde from Buckshot Kid. There's Tom. That's another link from running the other day. Smile, says our friend Terry Nee. Hello, Stream Elements bot from Buckshot Kid. You can't win them all. Justice says she was given tension. Yeah, no shit. That girl in the matches. Yeah. So John Bones Jones, like you said, Boneloads, arguably probably the best MMA fighter. He's up there, right?
Oh yeah. Just the dominance, like no one can even come close to the guy. His only loss was a disqualification.
Wow.
Yeah.
So there you go. So that's his thing. So so we had a little bit of boxing. It's a little palate cleanser if you didn't like how that Mike Tyson fight went and all. But let's see. Let's get over to a little football now. Oh, but first we do, this is kind of football leading into wrestling, Andrew. Did you put this thing about former Miami Dolphin Trill Williams? Want to tell everybody about that, buddy?
Well, former Miami Dolphins Trill Williams is finding himself in the squared circle.
Yeah, Andrew. So, what it says former Miami Dolphin Trill Williams is officially signed with the WWE and their NXT. That's their developmental company, right, Andrew?
He looks like a wrestler. He's got the build for it for sure. He's a big dude.
That's cool. Some of them know they've got to make their next money move while I guess they're in their first one, right? No,
I think that's so awesome. That dude was literally able to transition from one multi-million-dollar career to another multi-million-dollar career. Like how awesome is that? Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to see how this goes over. Yeah. Because not all the football players got power, but not all will have the finesse. Andrew, I was watching the thing where it was talking about was it Jericho or somebody was complaining about Goldberg, just kicking him right in the chin, just actual giving actual kicks because he didn't know how to do a kind of just a near kick and all. So
they just Tourette's and they kick him.
Yeah, Stardust.
My bad.
All right, I'm not sure.
That wasn't Goldberg. Those are two different guys.
Goldust and Goldberg and Goldust, or something like that.
Okay.
But somebody put in here about the Texans, their next schedule coming up, that they play 3 games in the next 10 days. Did you put that in there? You put that in there, Andrew?
Wow.
They got the Dolphins at the Texans on Sunday, and then the following week they got on the Saturday on the 21st. This is coming up in December. And then after that on Christmas, they play on the Christmas game on Netflix, Andrew. 3 games in 10 days. I wonder how this happened. How the NFL schedules let this happen, guys. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough one for them, huh?
I mean, they complain enough where they have to do a Thursday night game and a Sunday night game. Like before that, they complain about that. So now this is like Sunday, Saturday, and Wednesday of the following week. Wow, these schedules. I don't know about this one.
This is a team. Oh, sorry, Andrew. I was saying this is a team headed for the playoffs, playing two crucial AFC opponents at the end of
within
the season.
Within a 10-day span.
That's gonna be tough if they make it through that with their
right, because
people intact. Yeah,
you make a good point because the Texans are 5-2 themselves, and then they have the Ravens marked. This is an older thing marked at 5-2, but I don't know why they have that mark like that. That's what we were when they made this stat up. But yeah, so yeah, they're competing and all. And then they have to face the Ravens and they have to face the Chiefs as well as the Dolphins. 3 games in a 10-day period. So I don't know. That's going to be rough. I'll bet
your ice bath in and your massage.
They'll be lucky to escape one of those games with the win.
Wow. Andrew's saying 1 out of 3 games. It'd be interesting to see how many games a team can win. 3 of those games in a 10-day period. How many of those 3 games can a team win? Well, one of those teams that the Texans are going to have to play was the Dolphins, Andrew. And this is the story about Tua in there saying Dolphins Tua Tagovailoa says that ESPN interview that no doctor told him that he should not play again. And he said one thing he don't want to be is the concussion poster boy. But Andrew, you've talked about a lot about Tua, about whether he should be playing a lot. What is your opinion lately on this, buddy? Do you think that being a young man, he should hang it up or not, or what?
Hang it up.
Really? Even though a doctor didn't tell him so, Andrew. I mean, there is something to be said for him making the right decision. Like, don't wait till you're so bad off that that a doctor has to tell you, Andrew. But he says he don't want to be the poster boy, concussion poster boy. I don't know. What do you think, Boneloads?
Gosh, I'm so conflicted because I want the guy to continue his career, and if he's not going to get any more concussions, then cool. I guess it's not a big deal, but he's playing with fire. Yeah,
it's either be the concussion poster boy, or you might be the ALS poster boy in the future if you don't.
He might be the first guy that dies on the field.
Ooh,
shit,
didn't even,
maybe I'm getting extreme, but you never know, right? Like,
with that DeMar Hamlin and everything, I mean, you're not too far off, buddy, to say that something like that could actually happen on the field because we thought we literally witnessed that.
Yeah. It's just I'm hoping praying for the guy. He's healthy.
I thought Hamlin was dead. Honestly,
everybody did. I think we all watching that game. We thought we witnessed a guy die on national television until we were told otherwise, Andrew. So it's not so far fetched for Boneloads to say, "Hey, man, this guy, something could happen if you don't know." And that's the whole thing. Good evening, Tiffany Washington. She says, "Good evening, guys. How you doing, Tiffany?" Checking in. Buckshot Kid's getting the love from my sister. Hey, Tiff. Sight Clyde's getting the love, giving it to Tiff, checking in. All right, let's keep going with a couple stories that we got. So I don't know. I mean,
sorry.
Go ahead.
To interrupt, I just while it was on my mind, we got Perry today called Bobby Boyfriend Live.
Yeah, right. He called me BF Live when I gave the he did. I've donated some memberships to the stream, and when it came up, he says Boyfriend Live. Right. I'm like, boy, so I saw a couple of people laughing at Boneloads. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Happy birthday, Perry Caravello. We were definitely hanging out in that chat today. And people were taking it pretty easy on him over there, weren't they, today?
Warm and lovable.
Even though it didn't stop him from yelling a couple times. and I knew Tom was going to get him to stay later, that whatever time he told him, I knew Tom was going to go longer than whatever time he told. So that was a lot of fun.
Oh, he was so happy to get the warm and lovable messages.
Yeah. Buckshot Kid makes an excellent comparison, a great point. Andrew Luck quit playing early because of concussions. Right. He had that conversation with himself, I guess, or with his family, Buckshot. And he said, hey, man, I got kids. He was looking at the long term, and more power to him. I mean, maybe some of these guys, when they know it's not their time or they're not made for that. Right, Boneloads. I remember at the time he was getting his bell rung like every other week.
Yeah, that was surprising too. Where everyone was like, "Wow, we're not expecting it," but at the same time, they were like, "Good for him."
He was like a bigger dude. It wasn't like he was the small thing or anything. He was kind of like a bigger, kind of capable dude, but he just couldn't avoid those sacks and those concussions.
Yeah, he made his money. You know, Stanford educated. You know, he had something to fall back on. So.
Psych, I saw Psych. He got some chats in earlier. He said he wanted to lick my girlfriend's. He says bit, but I know you mean butt. He wants to lick my girlfriend's butt.
Yeah, I remember that. He did say that. He's like, I bet she's got a nice, sweet ass.
Perry is on it today, man. Oh,
and he started talking about Reve's like my girl, and I'm like, Perry, that was 40 years ago. Who knows what Reve's ass is like now?
He's always about other guys' girls. It's like easy access. He was threatening with Gina again earlier too.
Yeah, no. He's like, Bob's my friend. I love Bob, but if she does leave him, then I'll go for her. Yeah.
He's just waiting. He's like looking for wounded animals or something in the wild. Right. I know what you meant, Clyde. He says, but he corrected it. And touch it or something. He said, I want to lick my girlfriend's butt and touch it or something. Oh, my goodness.
That's funny.
What's up, Widow Killer? How you doing, man? He says, I can't believe that Levy got some score as Gina. Oh, the same score as Gina on the IQ test. Yeah. I was trying to tune into that a little bit earlier.
I missed it, too. I know. I got to see the results. But he's smarter, I think, than we give him credit for. I think he's smarter than even he thinks.
Yeah, them guys were hanging out earlier. I saw that him and Granny were on earlier today, and then I was doing other stuff, and then I saw that they were doing like a late show, like just like before this show they were on and everything. So I was trying to keep up and watch.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and check that out, man.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look who's checking in! It's American Cupcake. What's up, buddy? He said he bet Andrew on the Bears versus the Packers, and you lost. Uh-oh. What was the bet, Andrew? Oral sex? What was it?
No.
Just a gentleman's bet?
Yeah.
I remember you and Scott, you did like a similar bet with like the Patriots and the Packers or something, and it was or Tampa Bay, and it was about eyebrows and all that stuff, right?
Yep.
Chunk Squad checking in. Our boy. What up, guys? Oh, hey, Bobby Fran. Oh, hey, Boneloads. Better not talk about that scat boy.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, you kind of do. You say you like scatting him, as long as you like the person. Hey, Psych from Chunk Squad. I clipped it for the BF Live show. Cool. BF Live. That's my show when I'm not doing like sports heads. It's on Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. East to like 3 o'clock in the afternoon East. We do like 3 hours, hang out every day. Psych Labs content, Chunk Squad friends, and a lot of fun. The Chiefs lost. Yay, says Psych Clyde. See, there's always something to be happy about football, because even though my Ravens didn't win, I can still be happy that the Chiefs lost. So there you go. Hey, Chunk from Cupcake's Corner. Cupcake says $25. Need to figure out how to pay him. Oh, okay.
Nice.
So take payment on that ace. On that ace.
That's a good game. Yeah, really good game.
Very good. All right. Yeah, I'm surprised how well that Russell Wilson's playing this late in his career for Pittsburgh, man. He's balling a little bit.
I thought he was done.
I thought he was kind of done too. I thought it was an interesting move how they like started Justin Fields because they had to because of injury. Like Russell wasn't ready to play. They got him. They built his confidence up. They won with him, but then he had to make that move. Like, hey, we got to get something out of Russell because it's a 1-year deal. So they had to get something out of him. Boneloads. So it seems to be working in their favor on both levels.
Yeah, I think he gives them the best chance to win.
And I think Justin's already kind of ready to go if something goes down with Russell.
Yep, totally. Yeah, it's a good problem to have. 2 good-ass QBs,
There you go. Well, I'm sure Andrew or Stormy will let you know how to get a hold of him through his PayPal or whatever if you want to pay up there. Boswell got me 25 points today in fantasy. Yeah, your field goal kicker was doing the opposite of what mine was. Chris Boswell was making everything today, bro.
So was it 6 field goals they had? Is that how they got
Yeah, it was all field goals, and a lot of them were long ones too. So you get extra points for the long ones.
The boss, homie.
Using Fields today was huge too. There you go.
Oh, he came in for like situational?
Yeah, he was in at the end of the game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So there you go. I was trying to keep up with it while I was doing show prep and other stuff. I was like doing show prep. I had Perry on and the football game on. I'm like multi-triple task, and I was editing a video earlier. I was doing it all today, man.
Yeah.
All
like
right.
the guy on Grandma's Boy, you know, the nerdy dude. He's JB. He's like in his thing. He's like,
Basically, I'm multitasking over here, bro. Hey, so you're rocking the Charger stuff. Tell us when the Chargers are playing. What's going on with tonight, man?
Sunday Night Football versus the Bengals at SoFi.
Yep.
All right. You know, and I got to say, what was it? When we played Joe Burrow a couple weeks ago with the Bengals, you know, I think a lot of people don't give Joe Burrow a lot of credit. I think he's right there in the argument, right behind like Mahomes and, Lamar Jackson. I think Burrow's and Josh Allen. I think Burrow's right up in there with those 3-4 guys, man. He was balling his ass off.
Yeah. No, that was those teams were lighting it up last week.
Yeah. Yep. So, Dream Man says Perry seems happy gay today.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, he kind of got a little bit of an easier day today, didn't he? Like I said, he yelled a couple times about some stuff, but overall, like Tom and everybody was taking it easy on him, giving him a lot of the love and all that warm, caring, and loving stuff. I saw you say something about that, having like a warm, lovable stream or something like that. Warm, loving stream.
Yeah, warm, lovable.
Go Chargers, says Sight Clyde. He's cheering for you.
Yeah, baby.
Yo, Dream Man. Go ahead, buddy.
Oh, no, what was I going to say? Oh, I wonder what Perry's doing right now. Is he's like at dinner with Terry, you think? Or?
Oh, I know. That's what somebody was saying. Chunk or somebody was saying, if we could only be like a fly on the wall at this dinner and everything,
I know.
See how awkward it is and him saying dumb shit to her. But
Sight
Clyde says, Lamar who? You're not wrong, Sight Clyde. Until he beats the man, he's not the man. He might be all those MVPs, but you got to get them rings. All right. But talk about your Chargers. So they're playing tonight. That might actually be an exciting game with Herbert going against Burrow. Two good quarterbacks slinging it tonight. I think you put this in our bin. This one's talking about how good the Chargers are doing. Chargers are allowing just 13.1 points per game this season, the fewest by a team in their first year under the new head coach in 20 years, Boneloads. Oh, man. You were like really
when you get defensive stop, you know, put your thumb.
Yeah. You had like Brandon Staley like the last couple of years, right? And you were like rallying against him for like the last year or two. You were like, they got to get rid of this guy. Like his play calling shit. Like you didn't like him, right?
It was a historically bad defense. It was like Justin Herbert gave up like the most points, or the Chargers gave up the most points over a 3-year span than like any team in history.
Right. And the only reason they probably made up for it is because they had Justin Herbert out there slinging it. He's probably the only thing that even kept them close in games. So you imagine this guy with a defense now that's only allowing 13.1 points per game, the lowest in 20 years under an entering head coach. But look at that. The second best, the 2011 San Francisco 49ers, also coached by Jim Harbaugh. So this guy has a way of coming in and turning some teams around, I guess, Bono. So this is exactly what you wanted last year when your Chargers were struggling.
Yeah, difference maker, man. And just the defense, because the defense was so bad. Seeing them be like a shutdown D, they had the personnel with Derwin James, Khalil Mack, Joey Bosa, among others, and now we got some rookie DBs. This guy, I think, is it Mike Hart or something? Anyway, yeah, killing it. Yeah, so the defense is playing great, man. It's like night and day. It's awesome. Yeah, the most they've given up all season was 20 points.
That's amazing. Yeah, if they're averaging 13, that's great. Chunk Squad says Perry is jagging off on her feet right now.
Shut the fuck up.
You probably would do something like it, you sick bastard.
He did, he did before.
There you go. Jerking off on an 85-year-old's feet. This Chunk Squad. Chunk Squad, before he left, he said something about bringing a mask with him. Oh, that's not creepy at all. Is it true Cherry, not me, is 90 years old? What? The Harbaugh family is excellent, says Chunk Squad. Yeah. I mean, their father, Jack Harbaugh, and we got John Harbaugh over here. We got the Harbaugh as a coach. So yeah, they've all proven out to be pretty good coaches there. Got to give that to Jack Harbaugh. All right. Well, good luck to your teams tonight there, Boneloads. That might actually be an exciting game to watch, because like I said, I got a lot of respect for Burrow. Boy can sling it, and I think he gets overlooked in that whole argument of some of the top quarterbacks out there because of those kind of three guys I mentioned in front of him. Yep.
Hey,
what's up, buddy?
Do you think who would win if Tony AEW win against WWE?
Really, you went wrestling on me?
Nice pivot.
You talking
I'm
about?
all for it. Yeah, this is what kind of show we got here.
You talking about like mixing the companies, Andrew?
Yeah.
I think it's like an AFL versus NFL type of game. Like the top guy from AEW versus the top dude from WWE go head to head.
Yeah, people used to always have those dream matches. Like back in the day, everybody wanted to see Flair and Hogan, the two top guys, go against each other. Andrew took us off a little wrestling tangent right here. Let's see.
It was on his mind.
Also,
I gotta get this out.
Also, do you think Brock Lesnar is gonna be the 5th member of the OG Bloodline?
I'm not sure, Andrew. Not sure how you've been following that story a little more closer than me. But Chunk Squad talking about Perry says poor Jamie had to hear about her mom getting defiled by Perry. Yeah, and then she's got COVID, right? But he gives no fucks. He's still going over in the COVID house. He don't care. He's all about what they say. Are they gonna go out somewhere for dinner? Boneloads.
Yeah. Jamie's not going since she has COVID. So Terry and Perry are gonna meet for dinner somewhere by LAX. Perry slipped up and said so. I was thinking about scouting all the restaurants near LAX, probably like Italian,
That's right. You're in striking distance.
Yeah.
I liked at the end of the show when he was in the kitchen today and he was still cleaning up all the dishes and Tom had the camera on and kept ringing his phone and just annoying the shit out of him. Yeah.
That's so good.
Yeah. Or no, it ended up being like Tony ended up calling him and then he hung up on him right away. As soon as it was Tony. Let's see.
Oh, it's so great.
Mike, my cock is gone, and Jim cock is gone. My cock is gone. Dream Man says, I think she lied about having COVID to get away from Perry. I thought so too, because it was like the next day, it was like they're talking, yeah, Perry, yeah, tell Tom, we want to have you all along. And like the very next day, I got COVID, Perry.
Yeah, 100%, dude. That was a fake COVID for sure.
He concerned. Yeah, he's like, she's like, Mom, I'm not hanging with Perry. You two can go out to dinner, go somewhere else. That's your friend. I'm not doing this. But that's too funny. We're talking about Perry talk during sports ads. Hey, Andrew, the Titans had a long play, like one of their longest plays in Titan history today. You remember what that was, buddy?
And 98 yards.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's Will Levis. I got it right here. I got a clip of it right here. Wait for the thing to play. A 98-yard play, man. Yeah, that's a hard play to pull off right after these messages.
Westbrook Akine, he's had a touchdown in 5 out of 6 games.
Really?
For a fantasy guy, yeah, he's a low costing player too. I almost picked him up
here we
on one of
go.
my rosters, and I should have.
So the ball's on the 2. The quarterback for the Titans is in the end zone. So 98-yard play coming up right here. There you go.
Hell of a play.
Chunk Squad, they saying they definitely lied about having the COVID. Most definitely.
Yeah.
Chunk also said, I thought he was going to bring her to the Comedy Store for a free dinner and a show in front of people he knows or pretends to know. Who knows, Chunk? Because we thought it was going to be a dinner that he didn't invite himself to or whatever. And then it turned into COVID the next day. They might be at Denny's for all we know there, Boneloads.
Yeah. He said maybe Mexican or steak or Italian. So, it could be a number of things. I'm curious to know what he ate.
That will be a fun. I was saying at the end of the show, I want to go for a ride in the shitty Corolla. I want to just see him like go out of the building, get in that piece of shit car, and just watch him drive and probably like yelling at people and shit as he's driving Boneloads. That would be entertaining.
Just that car ride from when he picked up Bob at the airport.
Yeah.
Was so entertaining.
Oh yeah. And he just said, go around the corner. I got to go pick up my dog Perry from the luggage pickup. Like, not allowed. Does John Jones' brother still play? Arthur Jones? Yeah, I don't know. They're all athletes. No, Arthur Jones used to play for the Ravens, but I'm not sure what he's doing. I'm not sure if he's still playing or not.
I think his brother is Chandler Jones for the or not Chandler Jones. Who is the guy in the Chiefs?
You're right. It's Arthur and Chandler Jones. They have multiple brothers. Yeah, I thought it was 3 of them. Yeah, they're all like the Jones brothers. Yeah, and that does sound familiar. Chandler Jones.
I think his brother played for the Patriots.
Let me see, Chandler Jones.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Chandler's related. It's another Jones, I think.
You might
Who's
be
the guy
right.
that was on the Chiefs?
I thought it was. Let's see, Chandler Jones. Yeah. Chandler Jones. Yeah. You're right. He did play for the Patriots. Also played for the Cardinals and the Raiders. He is the younger brother of UFC champion John Jones and former NFL player Arthur Jones. Yeah, I thought so.
He is. Yeah.
They are related. Yep. Arthur Jones. So there you go.
What a talented family. You got two NFL players and a UFC fighter.
All sports dudes. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. When he gets angry, he speeds. That would be funny, Dream Man. Yeah, I would love to see that. That would be some great, even like some bonus material. Just seeing the ride over there. We don't have to see her. Just show us the ride and turn the camera off. That would be funny. All right. Let's see what else we got here in the hopper. Oh yeah, what was this play? Somebody put this play in about this. It was that same Tennessee game. Like
this is so awesome.
I guess you put this in Boneloads. Yeah, the same game, the Titans against the Minnesota Vikings. Looks like here's the Minnesota Vikings to have a return play right here. Check this out.
Extra man comes from Minnesota. Jones launches end zone. Closest man is a Viking. It is picked up by Bynum.
Getting it. Like move for move, bro. That shit is move for move.
Closest man is a Viking. It is picked up by Bynum.
Such a great celebration.
Do you think he studied that?
Oh, totally. Yeah.
Bro, he knew like every move, man. Like he mocked like every move. That's why they show you. They show her doing it and then him doing it. Like I'll show you. I'll keep playing it. Watch.
Yeah, I gotta see that again.
It's like 1 for 1. Look. He remembered every move. Look. Then he rolled over. Look. All right, do the dead fish. And then up. He got that one.
The kangaroo.
Thriller. There you go. All right. What's the mentality that you go, man, I'm going to remember every one of those dance moves and I'm going to do them when I get a touchdown.
Yeah, he practiced that. That was like, he choreographed that, like, for sure. And he was
feeling that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, that was awesome. Celebration of the year for sure.
Ray Gun retired.
She did. Oh no way, Ray Gun. That's the breakdancer that.
Ray Gun. That's right. I forgot that name. Ray Gun retired. That was so weird because number one, breakdancing in the Olympics, number one, and then this self-sanctioning that they allowed to go on Boneloads. They opened themselves up for this stupid shit.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Just let whoever decided that they fill out the application that they're the one that was qualified.
You want to be in? Go. All right.
We're not going to stop you. Yeah. That was crazy. So that's what you get when you put breakdancing in the Olympics. Talking about, we were just talking about this. We talked about should Tua like retire because of his, situation. And we talked about Andrew Luck. It was brought up in the chat. I think it was Buckshot brought up that. Well, here's a kid that we actually have a story about somebody retiring right here. I think you put this in Boneloads, right? Did you not?
Yeah, mid-season.
Mid-season. Yeah. Like, so what, Andrew Luck he went through training camp and he kind of decided he wasn't going to start the season, if I remember correctly. But this is a bit different. This dude, started the season, Boneloads.
Yeah. Besides the guy on the Bills that, quit and retired midway during the game a few years back.
I do remember.
I feel like this happens too often. It's kind of a trip. The guy during the season, he couldn't even just finish the fucking season. He was like, I'm so over this shit. I'm out of here.
Well, we'll see. I think we'll read into it a little bit. It says the Seahawks center, Connor Williams, retires from the NFL midway through his 7th season. Connor Williams is moving on from football. The 7-year veteran offensive lineman is retiring from the NFL. Seahawks coach Mike McDonald told reporters on Friday. It says Connor earlier this week decided to retire, McDonald said, for personal reasons, Boneloads. It says we respect that and we wish him the best, but we got to move on. So I don't know, buddy. The only thing I speculated is that maybe he has a family situation or a home situation where being on the road is not conducive to that. Maybe he's going to miss out on something. I hope it's nothing too serious, but that's the best I could figure since they said it was personal reasons. So
yeah, now you mentioned it, could be personal. Yeah,
could be his like relationship, his wife, like whatever. Or sick. I don't know. I'm just speculating.
Kid might be
but
sick. Yeah.
But you don't we don't often see this where like guys just hanging out in the middle of the season.
Yeah, what a trip, huh?
And 7 years in, it's not like it's like 1 or 2 years in. He's like 7 years in. Like, nah, I've had enough now.
Like he's
it's
been
like,
through this grind, yeah.
It's like Tom Hanks when he was running in Forrest Gump and he decides to stop one day and they wait, he's stopping. I just want to go home. It's kind of like that. He just Forrest Gumped it. Decide he wants to go home. All right. Well, I see our boy Andrew's got his camera off right now, doing his thing. We'll try. I got a couple more stories and see if we can get him back here. Boneloads. I think we talked about this guy earlier.
I'm taking a piss. I'll be back in a minute.
All right.
Can you turn the camera on for that?
No.
That's okay. I've already seen it.
Yeah. Sad part is that's not even a lie. That's not even something that Boneloads is saying to make a joke. Yeah. Boneloads hung with him.
We'll be doing it again in February, baby.
Uh-oh.
Or in the near future if we don't make February, because now I'm realizing it's pretty quick, pretty close.
Yeah, man. Like we just talked about, I talk about that on my show on BF Live. It's like November, it's the 17th, bro. We're like, before you know it, it's going to be Thanksgiving, like coming up in like 10 days or so, right?
Yeah.
So it's getting crazy. And before you know it, we're going to be in Christmas and the end of the year is going to be smacking us in the ass. It's going to be 2025, man. Wow.
Crazy.
Matt's checking in with the bones up. What's up, man? How you doing, man? Oh my God. Yeah, only to be a fly on the wall right now for that dinner and everything. So that was fun having a little kind of extra Saturday Perry today.
Yeah, that was great.
Sunday, I got my days mixed up, man. Bro,
hey, what up, baby?
They've been doing a lot of shows lately, man. Haven't been missing any shows.
We're spoiled, man. Yeah, we've been getting a lot of content, a lot of shows, man. I love it.
Yeah. What's up, baby? How you doing, man? Where are you going in February? I didn't say I was going nowhere in February.
Probably going to go visit Andrew again.
Yeah, he was talking about doing another trip to see Andrew again there, Kathy. Yeah. Boneloads already did it once, so, if he's going to do it, he's going to do it. Let's talk a little bit about this. What's that, Wander Franco, this guy that got all kind of like legal trouble, Boneloads? You remember this story?
The baseball, yeah. The serious allegations, man.
Yeah, Wander Franco was arrested today in the Dominican Republic after an altercation during which guns were drawn. He is out on bail as he awaits trial for the related to sexually abusing a 14-year-old, and the details today. Yeah, so I remember we did this story earlier in the year, Boneloads, and like as soon as the Rays caught wind of it, they dropped him like a bad habit, right? They totally cut him from the team, done, and I think he had to flee back to his country more or less, right, or face charges there.
Yeah, it's too severe, like an allegation to even sweep under the rug or stand by a guy,
Yeah. Hey, there's our boy Andrew back. How you doing, Andrew? Everything come out okay?
Yep.
All right. Excellent. Sounds cool, man. All right. Nope. Sure
That's how it sounds, man.
All right. Hey, Andrew, talk about this Wander Franco, because I think you were the one that brought us this story earlier this year when they kind of found out he was might have been messing around with some young girls or whatever, buddy.
Yeah, Andrew broke the story. Yeah, I remember that.
He fucked his life up.
Yeah, he did. He totally messed his life up for that young Punani, right? That's that lesson, Andrew, right?
Yep.
Yeah, but he got implicated in messing with minors, and it's almost like they didn't even wait for the investigation to be over, if I remember right, Andrew. They were like, right now, Boneloads, as soon as he was implicated in it, they just cold cut him, right, Andrew?
Swift. Yeah, and they were like, nope, sorry, dude. You're gone.
Yeah.
We'll sign you later if it ends up not being true.
Well, it looks like trouble was finding him, or trouble finds trouble.
Yeah.
But, maybe it's karma or something. So now he gets into an altercation where guns were drawn, Andrew. So maybe just karma catching up to him. Well, Matt checks in and says, sorry for your loss today, Bobby. I think Bobby will be okay. One loss.
Sorry, he's 9-1. Chargers 2 games back if we win today. Let's go.
There you go, Andrew. I mean, Boneloads is ready to catch you. He's ready to do something. That's cool. All right. What about this basketball report, guys, about Giannis?
Awesome.
Puts up 59.
Monster. Yeah, let Andrew. That's your guy, Andrew. How
Yeah, Andrew, tell us about John. Let's talk some basketball.
Giannis 59 and 1. Did you guys see that call the other night?
No, what are you talking about, buddy?
Where they called it off a foul on Giannis?
No.
It looked like the dude tripped and didn't even touch him.
No, I didn't see it. I don't watch as much as close as you do, Andrew. But I'll show you this clip right here that you put in the hopper of him scoring 59. Those some highlights from that, buddy. Check out a little basketball right here. There we go.
Seconds on the shot clock. Giannis with turn defending.
Hit a mid-range.
Takes a pick.
Hit a mid-range.
If he gets a mid-range shot, it's game over.
You called that. He said it mid-range shot right when he shot it.
Look at that. Look how easy that
Uncontested.
was.
He was like uncontested.
Put Beasley in those screens. Look at Giannis.
So that's like us, like dunking on like a 7-foot rim, you know,
Hit a mid-range.
or like a 6-foot rim where you don't even have to jump to like dunk it, you know. Look at that.
He went around the one guy and he split the other two.
He's so big.
Put Beasley in those
He is.
screens.
So what do you think about that, Andrew? That's your Milwaukee Bucks. That's your home team right there, buddy?
Yes.
Yeah. What game are you watching? Tell everybody what you're watching. Give us the update.
I'm just watching the highlights from the Baltimore Ravens game.
Oh, man, screw that game. I saw that enough.
I know you feel BF when the team loses and your team loses. You're like, you don't even want to watch the highlights.
They show there's nothing but you
Yeah.
can't get away from them, Boneloads. Every TV you turn on, you got your highlights of when you lose, and then when you win, you got to like fight to find them. So yeah, that's how it feels like it goes.
Yeah, I
You
feel
feel
like
that
Chris Berman. Well, sorry, when they did the Chris Berman, the NFL. What was it? God, what was the
Oh yeah,
show?
the fastest minutes in football, whatever.
Oh,
yeah.
NFL prime time. When they did NFL prime time, I always feel like whatever like area you're in, they put your team on last.
Yeah, it does. It feels that way. You can't wait for your highlights, especially when you win. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jerry Lahane says Andrew, the Tyson fight, crooked Andrew.
I believe that. He's a Jake Paul guy. He's like.
No, I didn't do that story about Bella Caroli, but I did see that the other day, just yesterday. I think I saw that Bella Caroli, that famous gymnast trainer, he passed away.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Coach. Controversial, but very successful gymnast coach. Yeah. Let's see. Jerry Lahane checking in. How you doing tonight, buddy? Let's see. It's all good, man. I'd rather get the loss now instead of the playoffs. I think you're right, Bobby. I agree with that too. Like, I always say that it's good for a team to lose, especially like at this point, Boneloads, because it makes them go, not take them for granted, right? Okay, like makes you reframe, like, oh, we got to really play. You know.
True. Yeah, you got to go through that adversity to become a stronger team. Somewhere though, the 74 Dolphins or 72 Dolphins are popping some champagne.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, the 17-0 might not ever happen. The undefeated team, the perfect season.
Yeah, they always do it when the last team loses.
Yeah,
or the last team loses their first game. They celebrate.
Yeah, I'm wondering how many of those guys are getting to be still around from those days, Bono. It's getting to be like that, right?
Yeah, not many.
Used to be Don Shula and all those guys would do that. The old head coach, they would all do that. I remember that tradition. Bobby says, I'm still mad about the Tyson fight. Yeah,
I know.
It was, like I said, the biggest thing I walked away is how quiet it was. It was very funeral like between those rounds, especially those later rounds. Only really like at the 8th round, they were like, okay, let's cheer the end of this fight going on. But man, just how quiet it was between rounds was like kind of eerie. It wasn't like I got a commotion or booing, or it was almost like, damn, it was like that damn silence. 72,000 people. Yeah.
It's like a somber like mood, right? You're just like, yeah.
A funeral vibe. Yeah. And Bobby, like I said, you saw all those sparring videos of Mike Tyson, like doing the jabs and all that, but that's because nobody was punching back at him, right? He was just pushing that. Every sparring video, you saw that guy just going back, having the pads punched and everything. But, I don't know, Bono, do you think that there's a way that Mike could like hit like the legs in the gym and possibly improve his cardio? I don't know.
I was wondering that too, right? Like, can he like work on that and become like a little more quicker? And Yeah, get his legs moving and blood flowing, and
maybe it's the styles of fight, because I remember George Foreman came back at a pretty old age, and he was so big, but he didn't really move around a lot. He was more like a lumberer, so maybe cardio wasn't as big as a factor as it is for Mike's boxing style. But I don't remember even George Foreman being like that winded as Mike Tyson was the other night. That was really weird.
Yeah, no, I hope Mike fights another one and like kind of redeems himself, maybe looks a little better out there.
For all the hype videos that you saw, I expected a lot more, and I think that's maybe a lot of other people did too.
Yeah, I think that's why Scott's not here today. He's upset.
Chunk Squad says, I'm depressed about the fight. They made Tyson look like a beast during the training and then nothing. I think that's kind of what we were just summed up right here, Chunk Squad. You're right. All the training videos were all hype video, and you were like, yeah, Mike's gonna fucking kill somebody. But I mean, like, how could he have that lack of cardio compared to, he was doing all that aggressive punching that guy, in the ring, the sparring guy, but yeah, it definitely wasn't what we were being sold, Boneloads. Definitely
it was like 8 Mile, like Eminem. He like went out there and he like froze. He's like,
I think the fight was rigged.
Now, you think it was? I mean, and then I also heard some speculation that there was a bonus. Well, actually, I saw Logan Paul do a video, but there was a bonus. If he made it past the 4th round, Logan was going to give him Jake was going to give him an extra. I got my balls mixed up. That Jake was going to give him an extra $1 million or something. So I don't know. I heard that there were some incentives, like that Mike would get paid more the further that he lasted into the fight. I don't know if that's true or not.
Oh, Doc Rivers just got fined $35,000 for his comments.
About what?
What did he say?
About the referees screwing.
A couple of years ago, Doc Rivers' official Twitter account was liking tranny porn when people could see everyone's likes.
I do remember having some kind of scandal, yeah.
Not that it matters, if that's his thing, it's totally his thing, It's just funny to mention because, you don't think of that as an NBA head coach liking tranny porn on.
And it was at that time where people didn't know that other people could see your stuff. You got older people on social media and they think their game is tight. And then he's like, what do you mean you good guys can tell I'm watching tranny porn, So that's funny about that. I thought he was going to make us old dudes look good, and that's what they're selling on, Chunk. That's what they were selling us on,
Yeah, that was for us.
When it got to be like the fight time Boneloads, and I saw them both coming out, I'm like, do we want this too much? I'm like, we want this like more than Mike. I think that like people from our generation, we really wanted to see like Mike have like one last hurrah. Like it's like we wanted it too much, like for ourselves.
No, yeah, it was like he was doing that for everyone. I was like, shit, I'm going to the NBA. If he's gonna fight at 58, I'm going to NBA 41.
No shit, man. Yeah. No shit. Let's see. Juggler Jen checks in and says the Dolphins won today while I was at work. Is Dolphins make a cry. But not once did he explode with his power. Yeah, you didn't see like any I'm about to run out of cardio, so I'm going to do like what I did against the guy I was training against. Like you saw no burst, like you saw in any of the videos, like zero burst. And Boneloads, it almost did seem like he was like almost like overwhelmed by the moment, like walking out by himself. It was almost like what is my old ass doing out here? I'm 58 motherfucking years old. What the fuck is wrong with me? Let's see. The word exhibition tells me it was rigged and crooked, but it was supposedly a sanctioned fight, so it goes down as an official loss. Hey, JJ, what up from Chunk Squad? Juggler Jam. What up, BF Live? How you doing, Juggler Jam? Whoop, whoop, Chunk Squad. $20 million for Mike's retirement. Yeah, Jared, I wonder, back in the day, it seemed like he was going through money like water when he had all those fights, right? Don King had his hand in the purse, and there was plenty of money to be had, but I wonder what it takes to keep a Mike Tyson up and how desperate he might be to do something like this again, because if he gets in another situation. But he's also kind of in the weed game also, Boneloads, isn't he?
Yeah, he's making money off that. And he had a TV show on Cartoon Network or on Adult Swim. Yeah, it's like Mike Tyson's Mystery Adventure. So yeah, he's got his hands in a few things. I think he has got better with his money management and as he's gotten older, because he realized how much he pissed away, and he's probably just like, fuck, I can't do that again, dude.
Yeah, Chunk said it seemed like he didn't even try. Yeah, Chunk, it was almost like the movement overwhelmed him. Like he did all that training and like somebody like put a pin in him. It was like he didn't rise to the occasion almost, Boneloads, which seems odd for Mike Tyson. Like he ultimately didn't have that fire. It was almost like, oh, I gotta actually go out there and do this shit now. Like, oh shit. Yeah.
Yeah, he was just stiff. Like he just didn't move around good, you know?
Him and Andrew have something in common, says Matt. What do you mean, lack of movement?
I think Andrew would have done better, actually.
I super chatted Bob the next day, and I said, Bob Levy connected more fights against Danny Bonaducci than Mike Tyson did against Jake Paul. What up, Bobby? Exactly, hey, Chunk. Yeah, man. He didn't have it in him. SOS Jen. NBA, let's fucking go. We can do it. I'm going to fight Juggy Jen for the big payday. LOL, says just Jerry Lahane. Really? Is that a thing?
That'd be good.
What the fuck was he biting his gloves? Yeah.
I know.
So I heard, I kept hearing the commentators saying that he knew that was a habit of his, Boneloads, but it had to mess up his timing because you're like doing this. You're like 1, 2, wait a minute, I gotta wait, 1, 2, and then he's got to like get off of the bite to like respond to whatever. It was weird. That didn't help his timing at all. Not one bit. Let's see. Step in the ring. Yeah, but now his wife really takes care of him, says Chunk Squad. My sister says because he usually sucks his thumb and he couldn't get to it, so he bit it. And they asked him about it after the match, and he said that was a habit of his throughout the years, is that it's a kind of a nervous. He goes, I like to bite things. I got a problem with biting things. And people thought that was funny in light of him biting Evander Holyfield's ear off.
That was good. That was a good one.
Doc Rivers and Andrew have something in common is what I meant.
Oh, with the liking training porn.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Good connection, man. You're not wrong. Let's see. Look now. Hey, look now and ask questions later, man. That's how that goes.
No, really. You're like, and they're like, oh, wait. She was
fuck now. Oh, by the way, do you have a penis? Bobby says, I was hoping that Tyson would have hit him so hard it would have knocked out Logan, and the Island Boys too. There you go.
That'd been great.
Well, see, and so Jake Paul, all of them. But that's the whole thing. He was smart enough not to let Tyson get close enough to connect one of those punches on him. I think he knew enough to stay away from him, because if I get too close to him, Mike has some punching power at close range. But Mike just didn't have that step to like lean into and go after him and throw a punch. It was very weird. All right, we got a couple more stories left before we pull this train to the station for the night. So let's do that. I think I got another basketball story, a couple more basketball stories. This one, this is about the LeBron triple-double. Did you put this one in here, Boneloads?
Gosh, I can't remember.
All right, well, let's see. This is LeBron triple-double. Let's watch it. Either you or Andrew did. Let's see.
5 on 3 is R.J. Barrett, the southpaw scores.
Oh, this is R.J. Barrett.
Okay.
It's a guy from Game of Thrones when he made a shot.
And the foul, a possible three-point play.
What are you, like, intimidating?
Is R.J. Barrett, the southpaw scores and one.
It's the guy from you recognize from Game of Thrones. He's like, Game of Thrones? And the guy's like, yeah.
A possible three-point play.
So he's like, oh shit.
It's 5 on 3.
What? That has to mess with you, Bono. I've always said that because, back in the day with the Lakers, it always used to be like Jack Nicholson and all of the Hollywood most famous elite would be like right there courtside. And every time these players like were playing, it had to be really heady to look up and see like, Cher or Jack Nicholson or whoever, Robert De Niro, whoever might happen to be at the game. So yeah, like you look up, you're not expecting that, and you see somebody from Game of Thrones in the crowd. There you go. All right. Let's see. We got a couple more. I got two more pieces of content right here, and then we're going to pull this train into the station, buddy. Let's see, you guys. Somebody put this in about a report saying the Inside NBA will be airing on ESPN and ABC next season. Boneloads, what you know about that?
Yeah, I don't know how they're able to pull that off. I thought Ernie was tied to TNT, so he was gonna just stay with them regardless. But I guess they're making it work to where all 4 guys are going to come back and be on inside the NBA.
Wow, good point, because that has been a very successful vehicle for TNT Sports with like Charles Barkley and all them, Shaq and all of those guys like do the pre-show. It says Inside the NBA will be appearing on ESPN and ABC beginning next season as part of a settlement between Warner Brothers Discovery and the NBA, according to multiple reports. Warner Brothers Discovery, the parent company of TNT Sports, sued the NBA in New York State court after the league did not accept the company's matching offer. I remember talking about this lawsuit for the packages for its new 11-year media deal rights, which began this next season coming up. The deadline to have the lawsuit dismissed is Tuesday. Even though Inside the NBA will be on ESPN and ABC beginning in 2025-26, TNT Sports will continue to produce the popular show. Whoa, Boneloads, that's weird.
Wow.
And it will air and it will air from Atlanta except when the show goes on the road. The quartet of the guys you know, Ernie Johnson, Charles Barkley, Kenny Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal will remain with the show. Barkley signed an extension with Warner Brothers Discovery in August, despite the fact that the company lost its rights to air the NBA games in the United States starting next season. TNT Sports will still have the rights to air a full package of games in select countries, including many in Latin America and Poland. So, this is the interesting thing because I think TNT had like the right of first refusal. Like they submitted a deal, and I think the NBA like rejected it, and then they had to sue in order to get this kind of deal. So now they're going to get, it's still going to be their baby, I guess, inside the NBA. This is kind of an interesting kind of sports happening, isn't it, Boneloads? You don't see this, don't see this happen too much, like this kind of forced partnership.
Yeah, like another network doing a show on another network that they compete with. Like, it's super weird.
And not, go ahead, Andrew.
That's crazy. You never see that.
It is, and right, and not just any show, but a big established inside the NBA with those guys. They're like a part of pop culture doing that show on TNT. So it wasn't like it was just this little show. So that's really interesting that they're kind of doing. They're going to produce it as part of this settlement, and then I guess show it on ESPN. I guess they'll get paid that way because they're still actually producing the show. So they still have their foot in the door somehow with this kind of settlement or whatever. So they must have had some grounds basis for this lawsuit, or they wouldn't have settled it like that. All right. Well, I have one last story here. It's also basketball related. So I guess we're going to end up on basketball related. And I'm not sure. This is about the Portland Trailblazers, Boneloads. What do you know about this story, buddy?
Oh, I put this one in the hopper. This made my day. It's so funny. Some guy was complaining about like Portland doing something at the end of the game and messing up his parlay, or they like benched a player, or they, sat a player for injury, and he was mad about his parlay. So then Portland responded with 1-800-GAMBLER.
Right. I'll read you his tweet that you're talking about. It says, "There goes everyone's parlay, smack my head. Injuries are ruining the fun of sports betting, and rigging is at an all-time high." And so they clap back. The actual Portland Trailblazers clap back with a 1-800-GAMBLER tweet telling them you might have a problem. And it tells you how you can connect with resources if you have a gambling addiction problem. So there you go. Oh my God,
such a great answer. Yeah,
that's a pretty good. That's a pretty good clapback kind of troll thing there, Boneloads.
Yeah. I was like, we got to get that one in. That was so good.
That was cool. There you go. That's awesome. Well, this has been a lot of fun tonight on the Sports Heads. It's been a minute. You have fun here tonight, my friend Andrew. Got any last minute things to say or any updates?
I can't believe the Kansas City Chiefs. Well,
there you go. So now they're not so invincible as everybody once thought they were. And maybe to make the games more interesting to watch now, knowing that at least somebody's beaten them once, Andrew, right?
Yes.
Maybe
they'll lose the rest of the season.
Ooh, I don't know about that. I wonder who their upcoming opponents are. Let's see. See if they got some tough games ahead, or if their season gets easier. They got beat 21-30 by the Bills. And then let's see. And then on next Sunday, the 24th, they play the Panthers, and Andrew. That should be kind of an easy game.
They should win that.
I understand that the Detroit Lions whooped up on the Jacksonville Jaguars to 50-something to.
Yep, destroyed them. It was 52-6 or some shit.
Wow.
Yeah. Detroit's the real deal. They're not fucking up. They're not beating themselves. That's for sure.
Well, look, what is this, like week 10 of the NFL? Like easily week 10, I think. So
Yeah.
So yeah, just I mean, before you know it, like again, just like the month of November's wrapping up, the NFL season is going to be wrapping up soon. We're going to be into those Thanksgiving games and Christmas games and into the playoffs before you know it, folks. And we'll be here to talk about it with you. We'll talk about it with you. Andrew, any last words on this Sunday night, my friend? You'd like to say to our sports heads joining us?
It's been crazy, fun, and full of surprises.
That's right. See you next week, says Andrew. That's right. We just as sports heads, we like to gather here on a couple Sundays when we can and talk about our favorite sports stories from the past week. How about you, Boneloads? Any last final words for Perry or Andrew or anything? What do you have to say,
just
buddy?
Excited for the game tonight. Hopefully Chargers get a good W because Cincinnati, even though the record's 4-6, they're still, a good ball club. So can't sleep on them. So it should be a good one. And yeah, great time. I can't wait to do it again next week, you guys. Fucking, yeah.
Absolutely. We're the sports heads. Yeah, I'm going to have to check out that game. When I get off of here, I'll tune it in and see if it's any good because that'll be a battle of some good quarterbacks. And you make a good point there, Boneloads. I think that the Bengals are playing a little bit better than their record right now. I think the last couple of weeks they've kind of put it together. So that might be a fun game to watch tonight. All right. Well, thank you for joining us tonight. For our boy Andrew and our boy Boneloads, I'm BF Bobby Fran. You can catch me every day, Monday through Friday, right here on YouTube on my channel, BF Live. It doesn't stand up for boyfriend like Perry said. Perry said boyfriend, right? Boyfriend Live.
Shut the fuck up.
It was kind of gay that you went 0 to boyfriend right away there, Perry.
Yeah.
Check out my show. It's just Bobby Fran, BF Live, Monday through Friday, right here on YouTube in the middle of the day. If you need somewhere to go in the middle of the day, have some fun. Little light news and fun and segments and everything. Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. East. So for my boy Boneloads, Andrew, have a great rest of your Sunday night, y'all. Have a great week and peace and love. And we'll see you the next time we see you right here on the Sports Heads. Andrew, Sports Heads out.
Sports Heads out.
Later, everybody. Have a great weekend. Have a great week.
Thanks, everyone.